Hey guys, Chifu here with the Talos Principal. Let's just get right into the game. Poking a sleeping lion. Well, there's a jammer right here. I think I know what to do. Jam from afar. Take this. Actually, Trio Bombasticus. Anything I'm missing? Nope. Alright.
Step into the light, child, and my temple will be revealed to you.
Yes, God. Binary code.
You walk now upon the stones of my temple, whence many gates lead. And know that I have other temples, for my garden is greater than your eye can encompass. And all these worlds I made for you.
What's this over here? Don't have enough there. Nothing. 2. How shall go?
Let this be our covenant. These worlds are yours, and you are free to walk amongst them and subdue them. But the great tower, there you may not go. For in the day that you do, you shall surely die.
Wow. List. Oh. Access comp portal. Yes. Run the MLA troubleshooter. Bellington Library Assistant. The MLA program is designed to facilitate user interaction with the resource library. This is archived by providing powerful sorting and troubleshooting functionalities delivered via an intuitive human language interface. Troubleshooting. I think you like help accessing network functions. The most common cause of network problems is holding insufficient account privileges. Please enter admin password to authenticate your privileges. QWERTY. 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 Login imported to my failed attempts. Create a new admin account? Yes. Okay, make sure I'm not a bot. Like, as you can see by my hands, I am a bot. Has a series of inputs to cohere with data protection legislation. You must consent to have your responses used to develop a broad psychometric profile. For all response, data will be deleted immediately. Your profile will only be made available to other administrators. Part ready. Generating certification part 1 ready for user input. Please complete all fields. Please answer quickly and instinctively. Time is a factor in this assessment. Begin certification program. Yes. 2 plus 2 is 4. What is the subjective fraction to this to this image? Face. Best describes a person. Problem-solving system. You're walking through the desert and come across a thirsty traveler. His eyes bulge from slow dehydration. You have water, but you're not sure how far it is to the next oasis. What do? Offer half the water? Ignore him? Kill him and collect his blood in a flask for later? Offer all the water? Ask him what you're doing in the desert. Kill him and collect all his blood in a flask for later. There we go. Part 1 is now complete. Part 2. Ian, not email. Frank to Miles and Dan. Ian! My first day at the Institute for Applied Nomadics. On the way to work, I'm terrified. What if they don't like me? What if they're all geniuses and I'm a complete buffoon? Maybe they were just kidding about letting me work there. Trembling, I walk in, and right at the entrance there's a life-size poster of Jeff Goldblum. What the hell? Then I get it. Institute for Applied Nomadics. Ian. Dr. Ian Malcolm from the Jurassic Park movies. Jeff Goldblum. Dr. Sarapai shows up, smiling. We were trying to find a cool acronym, but when the institution was founded, she says, Inan? Yipin? Anapno? It all sounded stupid, but we didn't just want to call it Ian, because, well, that's a name. Then someone made a joke about calling it Jeff, and it kind of stuck. So we're officially called Ian, but if you hear anyone referring to Jeff, that's our internal name, I guess. I know, bloody geeks. After that conversation, I wasn't so scared anymore. Talos principal. The game. Archive. Stratton of Staggera. Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say he was the creation of Hephaestus, what we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze, and had but one vein, within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver, and others assert it was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition. He spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If, then, a machine may have all the properties of a man, and act as a man while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction, and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics, yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood. Athena. User Alexis16 added 4 notes. Note 1. Novel's first sentence, she woke up in an impossible place, knowing nothing, signifies more than the beginning of another amnesia-based mystery, though we should not go so far as to read the entire work as allegory. Rather, while taking the science-fictional novice at the core of the narrative at face value, we should. Note 2. Having no inherent knowledge of the nature of the world, forced to rely on what we are told by others and what our own subjective, flawed, limited senses tell us. Lots of numbers. Social reality, belief, and objective reality matter come into conflict. Note 3. When, in chapter 16, A Second Awakening in the Kingdom of Artemis, the protagonist questions her mentor on the... Note 4. A more meaningful interpretation can only be achieved through synthesis of... It ends there. So that's what... Okay, I think that's the log. Nope, don't want to reset. Suicide mission? Wait a minute. Dang it. Well, first time I died.
The guardians of this land may harm you, but do not resent them, for they are my servants, and they challenge you only so that your faith might be strengthened.
Alright. Alright.
Good. You are learning, as is your purpose.
Yay.
But your choices must be your own. Therefore, I will not guide you, unless it is necessary.
Hall of Windows. Crap. You jam that. So I can jam that. So I can jam that. Get this piece. Okay, so there's still a piece over here. Is it this way? Ooh. That voice is not supposed to be here. It is not the work of the designer. We must avoid these abnormalities where they might spread and undermine the very fabric of our world. Something strange has come into the world, like a distortion, like something that's not supposed to exist. A beautiful voice speaks within it. Okay then. Oh. I don't know what this place is, and nor it seems does anyone else. Nothing to do but move forward and note whatever I find. Okay. The guards must be crazy. Get me out of here. Anything else? Doesn't seem like there's... Oh! I can't tell if the documents on the terminals are all that's left from a larger archive, or carefully designed to communicate some hidden truth.
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule. Write letters to the future, so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now. Bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
Part 2, yes. Since a person is merely a problem-solving system, we could, in principle, build a person out of its bits and string and tin cans. Answer: broadly agree. A person is under no authority other than that to which they consent. Sure. The quality of life of persons ought to be maximized. Sure. Value is discovered. Sure. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. Yes, why not? The liberty of persons ought to be maximized. Sure, why not? Value is created. Sure. Thank you. The certification process is now complete. You will receive the notification when your user profile has been generated. Alright. Exit. That's all for this area, puzzle-wise. And I'm going to end the episode there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.